Okay. Hello everyone. It's a fair programming error that just refuses to be fixed. Code here. And we are back because there has been a new Genshin update. I do wonder if this is the last. Again, I don't quite recall how many chapters, how many parts each chapter, each part of the Archon quest normally had. But we got 2 more. We're up to the, I think, 6 parts now. I do hope that either this or the next update will add the last parts of Nod-Krai so we can finally go to Snezhnaya. I assume it won't be that easy. I assume it won't be that quick. But one can dream, one can hope, because once we go to Snezhnaya, the end will be in sight. Once we're in Snezhnaya, the end is in sight. And hello, Spinne. Congrats on being first. Hope you are well. Now, before we get started on the, the new content and all that, I guess I'll do the 2 anecdotes that popped up, quickly hang out with our favorite moon goddess, and then we'll get started on what has been added. That's the plan. Also, I need to know, there's a new event again. Is it voice acted or not? Does anybody know? Does anyone have an idea? The, what's it? I assume it isn't because it's... Is this it? No. There. This one. Finches are still the cutest. I think it won't be voice acted, but I don't know for sure.
Every journey has its final day.
I am assuming it's not voiced. But if anyone can tell me, I would appreciate it. Thanks for the lurk, Neon. You worry about your own stream because I think you're still live. Also playing Genshin, so... You know, there is that. Alright. Hello, Lauma. How's it going? Huh? Surely not again. But this time, Lauma's the only one here, and it looks like she's actually sleeping. What should I do? How about I see the cat? Hello?
It's you, traveler. I trust you're well.
Were you having a nightmare? You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
No, that's not it at all. It's just, my antlers are quite heavy. I almost toppled over. It gave me quite a shock.
I see.
Indeed it does. As
I
you've
see,
seen,
indeed it
my
does,
antlers
okay.
are bigger than everyone else's. It can get quite exhausting whenever I have to walk long distances. Which is why I try to find the time to come here and rest. Whenever I can. I fear I must have nodded off this time, however.
Is there anything that can be done to lighten the load?
I'm afraid nothing much helps beyond finding somewhere to sit down every now and then and taking a rest. Miss Aina
Fair
once
enough.
offered to produce a mechanical device that would help support my neck and antlers. While I was grateful, it didn't seem to be entirely... How should I put it?
Proper?
Yes, that's a fine choice of
Imagine
words.
it's just attach propellers to antlers so they obtain
Someone
lift.
in my role needs to maintain a certain image. As Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions, it would be unseemly to appear in public with a machine around my neck.
Mechanical lady, huh?
Indeed.
Having your very own Paimon would solve the problem.
That's actually...
Sorry, I was only joking.
I must say I found that quite the amusing mental image.
Please take Paimon off my hands.
Thank you. A good laugh was exactly what I needed to chase the tiredness away.
I'm here all week.
Don't be a stranger. Feel free to drop by whenever you're passing through. I'll make sure we have all the fresh fruit you can eat.
Alright. Since I am currently on the correct island for this, I'm gonna make the next pit stop right over here. Let's say hello. Where's Colombina at? There she is. Well, that's not Colombina. Record keeping, Hanky. Where is Colombina? Shouldn't there be a Columbina thingy if I show up here? Or do I have to interact with the record-keeping Kuhenki at least once for it? View records? Also, hi Catamans! How am I doing indeed? Gee, I wonder. You wouldn't know because we weren't just talking or anything. But yeah, generally decently well, just, you know, mixed feelings about playing more Genshin. Alright, I guess I can't proceed over here. Interesting. Unable to accept. Why? Because the Archon quest already started. Okay, so I just can't proceed. Okay, in that case, next stop, we're saying hi to Skirk. And then we'll actually get into the main meat of the stream with the big old story content stuff and things. But again, the anecdotes, since they randomly appear and disappear, I have to kind of prioritize them. I mean, hey, not all the story content is still around. There's a lot of voice-acted story content that is only available for limited time. For limited time durations. A lot of that stuff has been removed. But yeah, even so, there is still a lot to it. Like, just looking at the map alone, you will see how much there is. Like, this is the newest area that was added, right? And then you have, like, all of Natlan, which is an entire nation with, like, so much to it. The Sumeru Desert, and Sumeru itself, next to Liyue, and, of course, Mondstadt. The entirety of Inazuma down in the south. And, of course, up north, we have Fontaine as well. There is a lot to it. But hey, we should be getting close. This should be the second to last nation of the game. We should be getting close to the finish line at this point. Just... Now I say that, but it will definitely still take over a year for the game to finish. Hello, Skirk.
Huh? Isn't it Skirk? Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? What's Skirk doing here in Nod-Krai?
She's not the sort of person you would expect to be taking long walks.
Exactly. And Dory's here too. We should go over and say hi.
Well, my. Such an exquisite radiant exoskeleton. Come, let me take a closer look, so I can make sure to offer you a fair price. Please, take a seat and rest a while.
Oh boy.
If you have anything you'd like to eat or drink, I'd be more than happy to...
Yep, that story, alright.
Let's not waste time. Just tell me how much you're offering.
Of course, of course. Just a moment. Remarkable. Not so much as a scratch. Even the very best bounty hunters would struggle to retrieve a radiant exoskeleton of such quality.
Also, thanks for the hydrate, I appreciate that.
Skirk! Dory! What are you two doing here?
Thank you.
I came to look around Nod-Krai, and thought I'd take the opportunity to make a little Mora.
What's this? My most valued customer is already acquainted with my most valued customer?
Who exactly is the most
I'm
valued
hearing
one,
this.
then?
Or did you just say most valued customer twice?
True, eating alone
Naturally,
isn't
my
enough.
most
You do have a
valued
valid
customers
point.
Are equally valued, so you both receive my most effusive enthusiasm. Please, rest here a moment while I work the price out.
You've gotten stronger. It seems you haven't neglected your training since we last met.
I want to get as strong as possible. Again, gotta live
I
up to main
see.
character status.
Nod-Krai is home to many worthy opponents. Should you overcome this trial, your strength will increase further still.
So, how have you been, Skirk? When we last saw you, you said fate would decide how we'd meet again. Well, Paimon didn't think it would decide so quickly.
Was it quick? It's felt like a very long time to me.
Well, time flows differently where you live.
My life will experience little change until a true turning point arrives. But as for you, you are at a pivotal point in your journey. Have care. Victory and defeat are seldom long-lived.
Excuse me, dear
Whatever
customer.
you say.
After careful consideration, I'm prepared to offer you 6 million mora for these radiant exoskeletons. I assure you that this is the fairest possible price. While you might be able to sell a single item for 700,000 or so, when it comes to buying in bulk.
I'll take half of that in cash. I won't be staying long, so there's no point carrying around more money than I need. As for the other half,
okay.
give it to these two in the form of food or supplies. You should have plenty of both in your stores.
Well, ain't that generous?
Of course. I can see my most valued customers enjoy a very close relationship. Here's your mora. Please, do stop by again.
So do I get the
I'll
food
be
and
going
supplies now?
Until next time.
Huh? Won't you stay for a chat? Oh, she's gone again. That skirk.
That's just how she is, sweeping in and out like a sudden gust of wind. I'm used to it by now.
Hey, that reminds Paimon.
Yeah, give me that
Haven't
stuff.
forgotten her somehow? Even though you've done lots of business together before? What's the deal with that?
Huh? What do you mean? The all-knowing Lord Sangama Bay keeps every customer near and dear to her heart. Fine, if you must know, she's not really my customer, but rather a guest of Miss Alice, my supplier.
Of
Miss Alice introduced her
course.
to me, and now she
It all
drops
comes
by
back
from
to
time
Alice.
to time to do business.
Speaking
She's
of,
the
I do wonder when
perfect
Alice will
customer.
actually show
She
up in the
always
game.
brings quality goods and doesn't care too much about the price.
Because we still haven't met her.
Whoa! That's one suspicious-looking grin. You're not ripping her off, are you?
Ridiculous! A strong, mysterious customer like that who brings me valuable items? I practically worship the ground she walks on. Dory's Divine Bazaar is a fair and reputable business. Now, I promised I'd supply you with food, so it's about time I start hunting for ingredients. 3 million mora. What can I find that's worth 3 million mora? It looks like I'm going to have to dig out something very special indeed.
I guess we're not getting anything right now. Shame. Alright. And that's as far as we can go with that. So I guess it's now time for the big ol' main story content. Oh boy. Let's see where this goes.
Thank you for waiting. I finished checking your adventurer handbook. Here are your commission rewards. We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately. Perhaps you two could consider taking a vacation.
Amazing!
A vacation?
Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime in Nod-Krai.
Please don't give me downtime. I just want the story to progress.
Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the Wild Hunt causing chaos or the Fatui stirring up trouble. It felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, ready to go boom at any moment.
We really have achieved a lot since we've been here, haven't we?
Sure have. Things were looking pretty dicey, but in the end, we managed to turn it around. Whoa! Paimon just got deja vu! Oh, that's right. It's because we've done this like a million times now.
Yeah, which is why it's important that we
yes.
end
Are
it
you
at
two
some
aware
point.
that the moon prayer night is soon to take place?
We don't have to keep doing this.
Oh, yeah! Llama told us that was coming up soon. Wait, why do you mention it, though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it, too? Paimon thought it was just for moon goddess worshippers.
You're partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern themselves with the religious element. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions.
And again, I do
On
wonder.
this day, they would wear moon prayer
We already have
blossoms and
6
celebrate the birth of
chapters.
the moon goddess through song and dance.
We now have 6 chapters taking place
They
in
would also
Nod-Krai
prepare
and no
food
map
and
expansion of
handicrafts and
Nod-Krai.
give them as gifts to others.
I do wonder if these
Over
3
time,
islands are all there
it
is to
became
Nod-Krai.
Nod-Krai's most lively
Because
festival.
again, Nod-Krai is not one of the 7 big nations of the game. This is basically a bonus nation.
Fun!
I'm definitely up for it.
Great! Well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, let's focus on some personal business instead. When we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship landed? We didn't get the
All right,
full
that
on it at the
should.
time because we got wrapped up in that whole rare situation, but now we can finally start investigating it properly.
Except we have no idea where to start.
Well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up a rock, you'll find something you weren't looking for. By that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching. But the moment you stop looking, it'll jump right out at you.
I'm not sure it's as simple as that.
Could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now, and just keep an ear out for spaceship-related intel as we go.
We haven't seen Columbina in a while. She used a huge amount of power in the final battle against Rereer, and has been much weaker since then. I don't know if I can do anything to genuinely help her, but surely a little chat can do no harm. One other thing that concerns me is we've seen no trace of the Doctor so far. We haven't seen the Doctor since Sumeru. It has been forever since the Doctor last showed up.
What's wrong? You look super serious all of a sudden.
I was just thinking about Columbina and the Doctor.
Huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the Doctor have to do with anything?
We learned back in Natlan that he's been investigating the moon. I already forgot about that.
Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Fatui. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be up to?
Either way, his current inaction is a good thing.
True. Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. She says the meanest things, but when it comes down to it, she doesn't seem like a bad person. Maybe
I wouldn't
it's
even
the
mind
pressure of
pulling for
being a
her in the
Fatui,
future.
especially as a Harbinger. Does she feel like she's gotta act tough to keep up appearances or something?
Maybe?
But then, every time we headed out with Rereer, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robots. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it.
I have a feeling she might have heard that right behind Paimon.
What? Relax, she's not even here. Huh?
Oh, right, but she made Catherine.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, we'll be on our way now. Where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina? Right, yeah, let's go see Columbina.
A Nocturne of the Far North. Act 5. We just started Act 5, and I know there's an Act 6 as well. Hooray, ain't that fun? Alright, now I'll go down here. Hello? Columbina. I'm here to visit you this time for real.
Hey, she's sitting up.
Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I
Why
didn't
would it be
realize you
unfriendly?
put so much thought into little things like that.
Oh, there she comes.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So, you're still planning on returning to the moon?
Yes. This planet continues to reject
But
me.
I want to pull for
reminding
you.
me that I do not belong here.
You'll
If I
have to
remain into
stay.
that, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust or turned into food for the flowers. I mean, I will cease to exist entirely.
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Devat. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
There's still the fake sky she has to go through,
If
though.
I did that, I suspect
Yeah.
I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are enjoying it. I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection? Or is the world mocking me?
Oh. Were you hoping I can answer that?
Yes. You are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
I mean, I have experience with wanting to let something
Then
go and being kept
what I would
around.
say is, enjoy the moment.
By which I mean this game itself.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy! The point is to enjoy it, not analyze it!
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now, I am still happy.
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah,
She just doesn't have a very
joke.
energetic voice.
albeit not a funny one. Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. There's something else we wanted to discuss with you.
Oh, then do you still want to give me your hand? Or not?
I'm all for the hand holding,
Sure.
even though we're not really holding hands, but still.
Thank you. So, I've heard that in the Moon Prayer Nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the Moon Goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rehir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their
So
opinions
that's
on
what the
this
story
yet,
is this time.
but I'd
Farewell
like to
parties
invite
for
you to join the
Columbina.
upcoming Moon Prayer Night.
I've never joined a moon prayer night before. I'm not sure what I would even do.
Oh, don't worry about that! We take care of everything! All you need to do is show up. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just, this kind of felt like a golden opportunity.
But they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
Yeah, there will definitely be complications, but...
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back. Well, he
Of
does.
course.
Paimon's actually not too sure what he's planning.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is. There is no need.
Hi Bones, how's it going?
That was kind of cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the two of you. We'll pass along the message. Bye for now.
And hello Tormuse. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the game that just won't let me go. Again, there's definitely still over a year's worth of content in this game, which is... I'm dreading the fact that I'll have to keep playing this for another year plus, and then some.
And also, I do not know.
It really does feel like the story should conclude at some point. But yeah, pretty flowers we have, indeed. Plenty of them, in fact.
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lauma's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her.
I do hope
What exactly
that
is your plan to keep her safe?
I do hope that at least the Nod-Krai storyline
Not
is
sure yet.
basically
I'll figure
done
something
after
out.
this.
What? Are you serious? If Paimon hit
Because
a
we're
kid,
already
how
6 acts
overconfident
deep
out
into
there?
Nod-Krai.
When did you become so
Oh well,
sneaky?
currently 5, but I know a 6th act is also out. Currently 6 acts for Nod-Krai are available. So far there has been no map expansion of Nod-Krai, which makes me think this is just a smaller nation. Smaller than all the other ones, because it is not one of the 7 main nations of the game. It is basically just a bonus one that they added in to keep us from getting to the final one. Which is why I'm a little bit frustrated at the existence of Nod-Krai. Because all this time, they kept talking about the 7 nations, and all of a sudden, oh wait, here's another one before you get to number 7. Here's a little bonus nation for you, because we can't have the game end too soon.
Huh? Varka? What are you doing here?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
I was under the impression that the intent is to keep adding characters and settings forever. Yeah, I know that makes sense, but the main story is being set up as us traveling the 7 nations.
That too.
Like the 7 nations under the 7 different gods. We've visited 6 out of all of them, and this is a bonus, I guess, nation 6.5 at this point. Which means the next nation, being Snezhnaya, should be where the current story concludes, and they might start up a different story arc after that, but if they do, I don't care. I want the current story arc to conclude. The story arc that has been set up and going on since the game first launched. Once that concludes, I am out. That is all I need. So, preparations are already underway?
Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nod-Krai. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance. Our people take these to be blessed omens.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with CodeErr. Everyone got put through the ringer
Nod-Krai,
recently,
more
and now
like.
they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The
I
big
am
shots
certainly
in town
trying
all
not to
agree
cry
that a
at the
big,
constant
lively
additions of more
celebration
stuff.
is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind this event are true or not. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were founded on a falsehood.
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti.
Although in their case, the Adepti definitely do exist.
One other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time. Hope it's okay.
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then
Shut up,
I
Surrey.
suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
She probably shouldn't have endorsed your metaphor.
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such a decision. Well, if Kuthar has decided to participate in the
Also, hi
festival,
Blake.
we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She
My
was saying how it
well-being
could be
is...
risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
I'm really just here to get through the news content.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the
I'm not sure how long
statues
it's gonna
did
be.
an excellent job of
I know a
capturing
few
her
of the...
likeness.
I
It
know
would be
so...
very challenging
No,
to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with.
so far, most of the Nod-Krai quests have actually been surprisingly long.
We may have
Which is
been
why I
out
hope
more than we can
that
chew here.
that is a trend that is not gonna continue.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As
Alrighty
it
then.
happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start
Nobody
by making
wants
our
to hear that
appreciation
voice.
for Kutar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good voice
who
actor.
knows? Once we get the ball rolling,
But
perhaps
Siri
everything
has
will
made
just
me kind of
fall into
despise
place.
hearing that a little bit. Because of how much I hate Siri.
Is that the thing?
Jesus! I keep forgetting how loud the confetti is. Gabe, hello, how's it going? How was your stream? I know you were also playing the new Genshin content. Hope things went well.
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called
Hello, hello, thank you so,
And
so
you can
much. I
always
do
tell
appreciate
which
the raid,
couples
I
are
really
celebrating
do.
it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. Big, beaming smiles like their whole face is glowing. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the Moon Goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
5-minute nap in the middle?
Anyway,
Oh
I'll
boy.
take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions.
Am I correct in
No
assuming
one
that
else
the
can
quest is
capture
a,
that traditional
that the new
aesthetic
quests are
quite
once
like
again
you guys.
incredibly long? Just like some of the previous Nod-Krai
But lastly,
quests were.
There's the final key element that brings the festival to life. Companionship.
We'll take care of that part.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some further questions about
Not
Kutar's
really?
decision.
Oh. So it's actually manageable length this time. Well, that's actually a pleasant surprise. A very pleasant surprise. Oh, and in addition, Gabe, since you just arrived, one more question. This one. Finches are still the cutest. I assume not voice acted, right? That was a me problem. Well, I hope the 5-minute nap was enough for you. And if you gotta keep napping...
Sure look like they're having
Okay, it isn't.
fun.
Thank you. And if you want to keep napping, by all means do that. Take good care of yourself after your stream and everything.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these, although I'm not sure where they learned it from.
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably
Who the heck
just
was that?
playing
What,
with
you mean the person who
toys.
just got banned? Random bot. Is it just me or have the bots been getting more active recently?
Wanatar! You wanna play too?
Like, I think they've basically shown up in most of my recent streams, whereas before that, it was a lot more of a rare side. Guess not.
Yeah. She looks more confused than
Right? It's not
anything.
just me. It's definitely the case. It's definitely a thing that the bots are coming around more frequently now. I can't just be imagining that. I can't be. I had one today too.
What are these floaty things?
Moon veils. We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the sky through them, it
Automo
creates
to take
a
care of
lovely
them?
misty effect.
Fair enough. The thing is, I don't always trust auto mod. That's the thing. And most of the time they're restricted when they show up anyway. Right? Most of the time their messages are restricted because they're treated as a, and I quote Twitch here, likely ban evader.
They're preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry though, all the
Every stream
necessary
for some
arrangements
time
have
now
been
in my
made.
streams too.
Just let me know once it's ready, and I'll get some people to ship it over.
Right. So they are definitely showing up on a very regular basis in basically every stream,
You
because
have my
again, that's the
thanks.
same for me.
And over here,
And
we are
it
preparing
definitely
very
used to be a
traditional
thing where
confection.
they showed up like every once in a while, like every few streams eventually you'd have like a bot or two show up.
Colors!
But now they're just like,
Can Paimon try one?
they just don't stop anymore now.
Of course. I have a feeling you'll like it a lot.
You bet!
They really are
Sweets and
annoying.
treats are Paimon's favorite.
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the festival. The timing
Appreciate
of
the
Moon
lurk,
Prayer Night
Tormuse.
is not completely set in advance. We make a rough estimate, then observe the changes in the verdant crests and moon prayer blossoms to guide us. As such, the wait itself is a fun feature of this particular festival. Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival.
Well, it's a good thing she's participating,
I once asked her
right?
if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no. But if that were the case,
Doesn't seem
she
like
would
we're
not
getting a
have accepted
flashback.
this
At least not right
invitation.
now. Speaking of answer, she asked us to pass along a message. There is no need.
Ah, I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the Frost Moon Scions of today no longer need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity.
Now, how
I
old
simply
are
wanted to
you?
offer her
Are
a
you
place
thinking?
To stay.
Like, what do you mean,
I'm sure she
good old
believes
days?
that showing herself here might invite
You
Fatui
mean
intervention,
the Mondstadt
and as
days?
such, she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what
Because
really
those were the very
pains
old
me about
days.
all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here, yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip,
Well, you
what
used to
they
be
need is
Tord, and you call that the
blessings,
good
not
old
burdens.
days.
We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is.
Though I guess that time also had its charms. Not exactly because
Anyway,
of the whole Tord thing,
she's
but
agreed to
because of a
attend,
bunch of other
hasn't
things
she?
that were happening back
All we
then.
need to do is simply respect her decision.
And because I actually enjoyed Genshin back then. Now it's just, I guess I'm continuing the
I
game.
see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all.
Our
Again,
job
I'm
is
not
to
saying
leave
the
her
game
with
is
some
bad,
happy
I'm saying
memories.
it's,
Besides,
alright, I
who's
guess.
to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like
If
she
it
can't
weren't for
come
the
back
fact
and
that
visit if
I've
she
been
wants,
playing the
right?
story for so long and kind of need to see it through to the end, I definitely
Paimon
wouldn't be
agrees
playing it
wholeheartedly.
anymore, I will admit.
Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nasha Town soon.
And that's no surprise, I think I've
Wanna
said as
come
much
with?
many times
I'm
already.
guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing, let's go. Bye for now, Wilma.
Thank you all. Goodbye.
No, it would actually not be easy to go to the moon. Because there's the fake sky that's constantly in the way. They would, if they tried to make a rocket, they would smash into the fake sky. A traveler needs blessings, not burdens. Sounds good in principle, but will blessings alone be enough for Columbina? Alright, we're going back to the city, back to Nasha Town. And would you look at that?
Hey, over there. It's Durin and Albedo with Flins. What could they be chatting about?
Flins is here.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grand Master, and the Traveler and Paimon.
I mean, again,
Hello there.
main character does
It's been a while.
have the occasional voice line.
Perfect.
And he has been
We
talking a
have some
lot
new
more
volunteers
recently.
for our investigation.
In fact, he's talked more in Nod-Krai than all the previous nations combined. Sorry, what investigation?
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon?
Yes, that too.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Why does everyone keep saying that too?
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the causality.
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right. Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Nasha Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing
Oh, there's
was,
your little flashback
I didn't
sequence.
detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage.
Huh? What do you mean? Like, you could see them but not touch them?
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Nod-Krai before, but I don't know much about it.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon.
Alright.
Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nod-Krai in the run-up to Moon Prayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that
Hey.
Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived.
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions
another
are
one.
harmless. There is
Just
no
because-
great cause for concern.
Just because there was another flashback, I'm glad they weren't real.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters,
Hey.
though? That's a first.
What was that one for, Gabe?
It's a first for me,
There
too.
was no third
So I'm
flashback.
planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side. I intend to inspect a few more locations.
Or I guess that was just out of principle.
What about you two?
Because
Any
Blake
plans?
was able to throw stuff at me. So you needed to do it too.
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment, but we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow, yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates.
Yeah, that tracks.
By the way, I should eventually probably look into adding more
Okay.
items to the
Well,
throwables list,
I
right?
suggest we investigate
Because I think
this
there's
Mirage
only
business
3 or
in the
4
meantime.
items in there.
It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be 10 steps ahead of us.
Well said.
Right? Whatever's happening in Nod-Krai, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival while we're at it.
Alright, Nefer time. Thankfully, also right next to a teleport. Alright. Let's enter the Curatorium of Secrets. Nefer. Party time. You're invited. Come and join us. Also, Yehoda, you're invited too.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only a little, though. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual.
Yeah, just like bots are appearing far more frequently than
Yehoda's out
usual.
gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the Abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms too. Given the
Okay.
scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of multiple people.
Oh,
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening. In addition,
Alright, so should
some
we
of
worry
the
about
human
them?
phantoms would
I
seem
mean,
to
I
be
guess
from
they
the
could
very
be
distant past.
annoying.
This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
I guess this is also kind of setting up future plot threads for
That'd be
after
a
the
big
current
help.
main story
Now
arc
leave it with
concludes.
you, Albedo.
I
My
assume.
knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights Favonius era came up in class.
Yeah, customization would be nice. We do have the mannequins for that now, true.
It's quite a miracle that you were able
It
to
is nice that they
understand
added
these
those,
phantom
although they
speech,
definitely have
given
issues.
how long ago they lived.
A lot of clipping issues
I suppose you're right.
with their
But
customization.
I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. As an intelligence broker, my sole interest is in the value of the information I gather, which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor
Well, how do you know they're
with our
nice if you
dear
didn't see
Lady
them?
Moonchanter.
So calculating. Whew, this intel broker logic always catches Paimon by surprise.
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flint's, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the chance to make contact with the ancients.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That just leaves
Also,
our trusty team of two
I
on
think the
assignment.
addition of the player-made content thing is also another way to ensure they can keep the game going even past like the current main story's conclusion. Anyway. Wait, we're a team since when?
Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along.
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that?
She sure did.
Quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity.
No.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's not what I have bad news, boss. So many people. All right, everyone inside, quick.
Alright, what is this about? Oh, wow, she's fast, okay.
This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was some sort of
Oh, you didn't really miss
flying
much.
ship.
We just invited Nefer and Yehoda to the party. A spaceship at Star Sand Shoal.
That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right?
Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship?
Apparently, yes.
My mind is blown. What's it like on the inside?
Again, I feel like the whole spaceship story part was just added very recently. There was never been any talk about a spaceship before going to Nod-Krai, and now it's like the main character's like, yeah, I came here in a spaceship. That is knowledge that we have always had. Maybe that's a conversation for next time.
Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best. Second best intel broker in the world. After your boss, of course.
Wow. Really? Well, I don't know if I'm all that, but...
I guess that decides where we're heading next.
Alrighty then.
Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you? Please?
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
Well, let's get going. Oh?
What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehuda, when did the curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh, sorry, boss.
You done goofed. Alright. Let's see if we can find any clues about our spaceship. Shanshan Shoal, we're here. This is the spot. Oh! Well, would you look at that? I mean, again, it's one of those illusion thingies. It's not the actual real thing, but now we get a good look at it again. Well, it's silhouette. I guess, kind of.
Wow, what do you know? Yehuda was right on the money. This phantom really is your spaceship. But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists. But somehow it left an afterimage?
I'm not sure either.
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
You can always find similarities between any two games if you focus on the correct points.
So, we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Let's look around and see what we can find out. Syria and the guy with... I mean, yeah.
Seems like
That
that's
is
all
true.
we can do.
They do have the same
This
VA.
is all so confusing.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few more shared
Allow
VAs
me to
between the
lend you a
two.
hand.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Everyone,
Alright.
our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a phantom Rhymehorn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure.
Okay. Yes, I understand. Then how about this?
Again, if we take into account that Genshin Impact probably exists in the same universe as Honkai Star Rail, which, you know, they travel to many, many different planets, and we know that Last Defense Academy also takes place on a different planet. Perhaps, maybe, potentially. Then yeah, there you can make connections about anything. Like if you have anything that's like traveling to different planets, even if you don't have a story that involves traveling to different planets. Let's say you have a random story that takes place on a random fantasy world that you don't know. It could just be a different planet in a universe where in a universe where on another planet you have another story from another franchise or whatever. In the end, you can connect anything and just say they're two different planets in the same universe.
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
After a few months, the Rhyhorn deer and its companions return happily.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit. Enough for them to feast for a long while.
I mean, nobody would stop you from doing
This
it, like.
puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Because we don't see the whole world.
Good point. Great thinking, Lauma.
Blunthorn rhinos can use kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Yes. Still, they deserve our thanks. We are
All right.
grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go and enjoy your feast.
So no real intel obtained from this.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
Hi there, hello.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
And now it isn't. It isn't here in the present day. Present day, the ship is not around. It is also interesting that the ship is right in front of this cave entrance. I wonder if this cave was there in the past or not.
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today is the day we strike it rich.
Huh? You mean Paimon?
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our fortune.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made of?
Yet your pickaxe does seem to phase right through it.
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nod-Krai. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't influence it.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
I totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people.
If only this showed the moment when my sister was searching for me. Maybe then I could have discovered why she wasn't in the spaceship. Or if it showed the moment when it disappeared, I might have found out who was piloting it and where they were headed. But no such luck. All I've seen is an arbitrary moment in time during its long stay here.
Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Thanks, Varka.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for once.
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
You're very welcome to join.
Of course.
We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot.
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
Why would he? Again, nation of freedom and all that. Why would he care about a bit of blasphemy? Well, we can't exactly help.
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
Yeah. Skill issue.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Duran. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
But we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
Double digits, I
I'm
assume?
afraid this is the 39th failure so far.
Oh yeah, deep into double digits.
Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Duran?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nod-Krai during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
That is correct.
It all comes back to Conria.
As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nod-Krai, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then 500 years ago, the whole of Teyvat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nod-Krai was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. Be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too.
Oh?
I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
That would be my guess as well.
Yep, you can't alter the past.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable.
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flintz. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Oh, I see.
Wait. So, you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize.
What an old man.
Your passion is a good thing to have. Treasure it. Because someday you may find it in terribly short supply. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the Abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerear's body in my lantern for a short time.
Uh-huh.
Specifically, his heart.
Which is why he was after you.
So I know what a burden it can be to carry the abyss with you. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all?
No. Disappear.
My doubts
right
remain
now.
unresolved.
Do it.
But when we fought Rerear, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
And now everyone is returning. Everyone's back together.
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation. And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand
People
your
nowadays have a
frustration.
few screws loose.
We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality.
That
They
is
shouldn't
true.
get in the way of the festivities.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You look disappointed, Nefer.
Okay, here's my
Is
thought.
something the matter?
This entire quest is gonna be investigating,
think?
and Act
We
6 is
all
gonna be the
worked our
festival,
tails
right?
off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
At least that's
Well,
that's my
please
honest
do
theory.
share the
My
Hyperborean
game
records
theory,
with
if
me.
you will.
I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frost Moon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up.
Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Is there ever a good time to push her buttons?
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual decorations and so on.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine?
But if it
I've
breaks
got a
down, how
whole
will you get it
bunch at home.
repaired?
I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
I guess that's where I come in. Yup.
Wait, what the? too.
Okay, I got it.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
Gotcha. So I guess that is our current objective. Talk to Columbina some more.
Is something the matter?
You seem a little down.
I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss. But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be alright. Thanks for your concern.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Don't forget I'm a member of the Knights of Favonius.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
I mean, we did know you since you were Mini Doran, so... Alright. Back to Columbina. Let's see what she might be interested in. Well, she seems to like music, but I don't know how well sound travels up on the moon. Probably not very well, because, you know, lack of atmosphere and all that. And sound doesn't travel very well in a vacuum.
She's not here.
I can't sense her presence at all.
Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where did they all go?
Maybe she took them out for walkies?
Walkies? For Kuhenki? You're not pets, you know. Oh, well. Looks like we just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
Alright, fair point, let's go. Imagine she already left.
Kalamina! Are you back yet? Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here.
This is a bit odd. Imagine she'd already left. She gave us a fake date.
Right?
So we wouldn't be
Like
concerned.
her to spend so much time outside. Especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention.
By the looks of it, she hasn't been back all day.
What about Luanatar? Luanatar, you there?
Oh. Well, there you go.
Do you know where Kalumbina went? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her?
Sounds like an I don't know either to me.
Yeah, that's even stranger.
The flowers.
What about them? Oh, that's not good news.
Yeah, they're very colorless right now.
Color when Kalumbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now.
Let's go, we've got to find Lauma.
Good idea. She might know what's happening.
There we go, we just met up with her right here.
It's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay?
Has she visited the Frostmoon Scions?
No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside.
So someone must have gotten to her.
She doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
Has anyone approached Silvermoon Hall lately?
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's Nod-Krai's information hub after all.
Makes sense. Let's go.
I didn't expect this to turn into a search quest. Where did she go?
Wait a moment. Is it just Paimon, or is this all kind of suspicious? suspicious. Has never been here before, right?
No, I don't recognize it.
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now, prepare to face the final boss of Nod-Krai.
Whoa! Where'd that voice come from?
Not sure. But it's definitely hostile.
Why do I feel like this is
No,
Alice's
no,
work
not
again?
that way. The final boss is right here.
The sniffer mole?
For some reason, this feels like something Alice would do from everything we've seen of her so far.
Final boss? Surely not. Also,
That voice is a little familiar. Yep.
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around. I'm right behind you. It seems I
Oh, well, there she is.
an indelible impression.
Now we
even
actually get
though
to
you've
meet her for
never
the
seen
first
my
time.
face. Oh, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
There she is, Alice. Mother, but most importantly, mother of the most adorable Klee. That is the most important part about Alice. What is more important than that? Yeah, weird if you won't pull her. Yeah, also considering that Klee is on my main party, I feel like I have to kind of pull for her mother, don't I? Great Adventurer of the Realms, Dodo King, Defender of Old Mondstadt, etc. How many titles does she have? A lot. The answer is a lot. She's been collecting titles like it's nobody's business. She interacts with... She's a fourth wall breaker too.
What is going on?
She interacted with the text box and everything to add her name in there. All the more reason to pull for her.
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing. So that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
A title?
it's really you this time?
A title?
No lantern or
That's an understatement.
Alice in the flesh?
Alice is awesome. I mean, again, we are seeing her for the first time, but we have interacted with her a few times in the past.
Ah, that's right. So, what do you think? How does it feel to finally meet me?
You look like...
You look so young.
What is that supposed to mean, I'm the mother of Klee, Teyvat's #1 cutie. How old could I possibly be?
Well, you're part of the Hexen Circle, so very,
So she's
very, very old.
friend of yours?
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime soon.
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexen Circle. She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too.
She's helped us a lot in the past. I do wonder... It would be very nice if somehow Klee and Alice had good synergy on the same team, even though they share the same element and everything. So they can't exactly bounce reactions off one another, but I feel like the mother-daughter combo must have some benefit, right? Anyway, she's helped us a lot in the past.
That's right. She's a good person, just kinda unpredictable.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nod-Krai's present situation. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Again, I like a good fourth wall
Fair
breaker.
enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So anyway, What are you doing in Nod-Krai, Alice?
Oh.
Would?
I thought I told you
Also,
already.
yes.
This time, I'm the final boss. And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will never succeed.
I'm going to send a formal request for Jean to put you in solitary.
Oh, drat. My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
Why wouldn't I?
Funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
You're quite right. I'm here in
All right.
Nod-Krai because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle. It concerns the 3 moons, Tevat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for.
You know where Columbina is?
Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip to Tevat was, of course, to have some fun.
Uh-huh.
But I do technically have a job to do as well. Namely, maintaining the stability of Tevat's borders. I'll skip over the complicated parts, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through.
Okay, so we do know that there is stuff
And
beyond
the phantoms
Tevat,
you've been seeing
but
are a sign
nothing
that the
people could
border
live
has
in.
been disturbed.
No wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No. There is another far greater factor at play. The trilunar syzygy.
The what now?
Trilunar syzygy.
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Tevat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world.
We're talking about life, death, and such, aren't you?
Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable. But, fast forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and... the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Nod-Krai. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame, and it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders.
Why are you so concerned about said borders, if I might ask?
Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. But right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows?
Columbina wants to use their power to return home.
I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
Oh, so you remember.
We heard her voice in Fontaine.
Yes, of course.
I hardly remember that.
That was a story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
Alright. She gone. Once long ago, the damsel who lived here walked by the... Thank you for letting me read, you stupid piece of shit game!
My body is so... heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. I feel drowsy.
Again,
Like I've been asleep for too
game's
long.
been around for so long.
Is it daytime or
So
nighttime?
fucking long, and they still can't sort out some of the most simple issues. All the more reason why I want it to end. Finally.
I think I'll go for a walk. Are you out for a walk too?
Oh, we get a full-on cutscene now. Huh. So that's why we're saying she disappeared.
The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me? Will I return to the moon after I disappear? Or... I don't want it to end like this.
Too bad people are never given a choice
So far,
in that matter.
least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
Last chance to slip away before the force moon enclave. Don't let it slip away. Alright, there. This may be your last chance. Don't let it slip away.
Come on!
There's the thing.
Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
The term would be priest, not priestess, but sure.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Coming!
I want to watch them a little longer.
Oh! This is the first time we get to play as Columbina. Now we get a little bit of a feel for her movement. Very floaty character, okay. You supper and missed Alice. You did just barely miss Alice. The fourth wall breaker herself.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The
It
rest can wait till Moon
was
Paradise.
definitely nice to finally see her. After all the time we've heard her and about her.
Think fast.
I'm glad that now she's finally around.
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
Alright, enough horsing around. Lady Lauma gave us a task. We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Does it
Manipulation
matter
put
if we
Alice
fill them
at
with air
again.
or water?
Fourth wall breaking is already powerful, but she is actually actively interacting with game elements, not just talking about not just saying fourth wall breaks, but interacting with the fourth wall directly, Which, yeah, that would be pretty high on the power scaling ladder, wouldn't it?
Okay, you got me there.
Definitely very high up.
And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
Next.
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry.
I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
Hmm? They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before.
Yeah, because everyone gives
Even
you
at
all
the
their
Harbinger
food as an
tea parties,
offering.
Everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments.
They gave us a playable segment as her. These
rare
aren't her final
opportunity.
moments.
I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town.
They let us play as her and gave her
Maybe the
unique
Traveler will
movement
be
and
there.
everything. She's definitely gonna become playable, which means this is not how it ends for her. Because so far, not a single playable character has died in the story. The only character who has died was someone, the only, like, important character who has died has never been playable.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the moon goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. They lost
Anyway,
the whole foundation
there
for
she
their
is.
existence.
Now you get to witness Alice as she shows
That's
up
why
again.
the moon goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her.
It's just like what Columbina said.
To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tevat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want.
Again, power scaling all the way up there.
Anywho, the moon marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the
I
Ray
wonder
Hair of
too, for
Solnari
both
only
Alice and
weakened her
Columbina,
further.
because I do want both of them. I do want to pull both for Alice and Columbina. I hope they don't become available in the same version.
Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Oh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to
Let's
you.
get what happened with
Okay,
Alice and
buckle
Varka.
up. It's time for another lecture.
Thankfully, I don't particularly want to add Varka to my collection. Partially because I have Surrey trauma from hearing his voice.
Now, I said earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
We did that to her?
Great, we killed her.
Well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final
Is it in the
boss
same
I want
update?
to be.
I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, I'm still curious. I do think Nod-Krai will get at least one more area expansion, right? Because I think the statues can still be upgraded more, if I'm not mistaken. But I do think this nation will be smaller than the others. Mainly because this is an interlude nation, essentially. It's not one of the 7 big nations of the game. It's a bonus. Therefore, I do think it won't be as big. Anyway, hopefully that means you have a plan.
Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are 2 problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Tevat. At least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things.
I
A name
mean,
is
we
a
know her as
fundamental
Columbina.
concept that anchors one's entire existence.
I asked her once, but she said she didn't know.
Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her
yes,
plan to use the moon arrows to return to the moon.
Imagine her name would be
Unfortunately,
Beetlejuice.
piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too?
Imagine Nicole also gets revealed alongside Alice in this chapter.
That means we've got 2 Hexen Circle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Imagine we get a second witch reveal.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Tevat's border soon.
Thanks for telling us all of this. Noted.
That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee.
Noted.
Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
Oh?
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You probably should,
You
yeah.
are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
There were some unexpected names in there. Yeah, Venti and Varka.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Also, yeah.
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
And off she goes.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
A mage of her ability doesn't need our help.
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it? What's she like?
Very explosive.
Long story. Come on, we'll fill you in as we go.
Oh. What's that? Back to Columbina? Yep.
What a lively experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through! Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free reign in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair!
Yes, this is the crossover that everyone's been waiting
Hammer
for.
to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
This is the biggest Honkai Star Rail crossover that'll ever happen.
Don't run
Totally.
your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know how busy it gets in the days before Moon Prayer Night. I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand,
See?
Because that would be
Loka
work.
knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Yeah, gee, I wonder.
Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
Oh, Zandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Oh. Oh, I wonder how many ugly things she could have said to her in reply. And I do think she will still get the chance to do so.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh?
Behind you.
Talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Yep.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
But we all know that hope only exists to be consumed by despair.
The most important
We
thing
know
right
that too
now
well.
is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the F2P a visit.
Yep. So close. If only we knew that we just walked right through her. And if only she knew that we were
Colomina?
actively trying to help her. Oh! There we go. Also, damn, the wind is really picking up now, isn't it?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Ah, there we go. She's following us. Good, as she should. Maybe it's not so bad just quietly standing by their side like this. Alright, back over to the Frost Moon Scions. This is a constant back and forth between these two islands, huh?
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage and a name?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion. That kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah. Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements.
Of course.
So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexencircle, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexencircle for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, "Hey, are you Nicole?"
I guess we do get to see her too.
Maybe
I
something
see
she's
someone
wearing will give it
approaching.
away? Like a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
What about a tea set? I recall that each mate has their own teacup. Their own cup, yeah.
That would be this young
We
lady
do
then?
get to meet two of the Hexencircle in one chapter. Well then.
Hey there. Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
I did not see this coming whatsoever.
Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Do we get to meet a third? Imagine. Complete surprise, nobody saw it coming. We get to meet all of the Hexencircle in this random chapter.
Have we got the wrong person? Sorry. Well, this is awkward.
Fraudka.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Again, with the whole meta thing, So Alice can break the fourth wall like it's nobody's business, even mess with the UI, and Nicole uses a different text box than everyone else.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
Because I guess she's speaking through telepathy.
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to.
Never
but
mind.
I hope you can understand.
Now she's using the regular text box again.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me.
Just like Alan the alien. Coming back to Alan, just always in our heads. The only one who can argue is himself, but he keeps doing nothing, so he's a fraud. Absolute fraud.
As for you two, we have crossed
And
paths
Alice even
twice
mentioned
before,
him as one of the
but it is
children she has to
nonetheless
check in
a
on
pleasure to
regularly.
finally meet
Or
you.
semi-regularly. He's a fraudster. He's just a little kid who's acting like a big shot.
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate.
How do I want to work? He's kind of a potential man at the moment.
Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
Yep, there we go. Nicole. The unappreciated master sculptor, the immortal literary giant, if only they'd write, and the silent angel, yet also the orator, the instant they utter a word, etc., etc. Oh great, 2 etceteras, not just 1. So she has even more titles than Alice, is what they're saying. How many titles do each of the witches have? In summary, to remain silent is to be the observer of the world. And yes, she is really cute. Agreed.
No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it!
So, Alice even makes the UI for her, and yes, Nicole can also mess with the Okay, so can we just agree the entire Hexencircle can break the fourth wall? They just all have that ability.
I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexenzirkel. But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions? Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But...
Will you all
You can't.
promise
Of
to
course
forget
she can't
that
hear her.
horrendously embarrassing introduction?
I guess Nicole has to choose who to telepathically communicate to, and since Columbina isn't physically here, she's getting ignored.
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
Among the words that hopped out just now, I saw angel?
Yes. My name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Alright! Paimon remembers her!
But we've never seen her in person.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't
Columbina
have
just
a
wandering.
long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific, no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It
Alright.
began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war, or maybe not.
Oh, this would take a long
It shouldn't be an
time.
issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order, even after the War of Funerary Flame.
Well, there goes Columbina.
They sought to contact
Still
the
keeping
moon
herself
goddesses
busy.
beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed. For it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Yes,
Well,
please. We
I
need to know
mean,
if the exposition is necessary.
Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Is something
Is it because we put it into such simple terms,
I
or?
just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack.
Can
and
we
add
do
some
that
more
another
detail.
time, please?
I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although, I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time.
Oh,
we wouldn't
that's
even have
possible?
to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, and... You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Phantom interaction.
Technical there.
So you're saying there is a way to potentially cause some kind of interaction between our present selves and the
Alright.
phantoms.
Let me think about how to put this more simply. Okay, got it. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home.
Too bad she
I'm
can't
really
hear all
skimping
this
on the
important
detail
stuff.
here. Is this making any sense at all?
Imagine if Columbina could
I
hear
think
these parts
so.
of the conversation.
For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Because she has no idea we're
Yes.
talking directly about her.
Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the moon goddess's name.
Oh.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
She finally realized what's
Excuse me,
happening.
Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So,
Sure.
see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
See ya!
So I guess they'll be busy this evening.
She seems friendly. It's just...
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any longer and I'd probably start forgetting it.
That second text box appeared way too soon.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the moon goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kuthar's birth.
I have a hunch that the Fatui might know something too.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the F2P.
Oh, okay.
It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the F2P than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
Even though you can't interact with the world anymore? But sure, whatever. I mean, again, she was kind of able to get a reaction out of us when we passed through her. So there is a chance that she can somehow interact with us, at least to some degree.
I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. Alright, let's take a look through.
Alright, at least this one, they allow me to read this time. Clear and concise would be one way to describe the writing style of these historical records, but you could just as easily describe them as terse and dry. And since Llama already knows the material like the back of her hand, the quest to find any information in these texts is tough going.
Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Alright. And originally organizing these doc texts, what criteria did you use?
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes?
Me? Yeah, you.
Getting us nowhere. For what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Alright, here come the unreliable ones. What do we have?
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi.
Yeah, that's a story, alright.
It doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The subjectivity is strong in this one.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading?
Seems like a collection of anecdotes.
Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
So that's a true one.
Of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. The Kutar was gone. The Moon Chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that?
It gives off a somewhat lonesome feeling.
Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. So, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
Aww. And there goes the bird.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
You'll be able to again soon. We'll fix this whole thing.
That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing.
Yep. Fatui time. Okay, we learned from the Frost Moon Scions, now we learn from the Fatui. The two different sides of our wonderful Columbina / Kutar. Now we learn more about the Columbina side.
Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too.
Talk about coincidences, we meet again.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does.
Alright.
Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation at the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Nothing about the name.
Find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
We learned some stories from her early days.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh, no. We already met with her.
We discussed
Well,
that
that's good.
experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
Oh, so now she can call you. I'm sure I saw one of those back on the Golden Apple Archipelago. It's been so long since we've been there.
That's right.
I wonder if
she
it'll
informed you about the
return at some
relationship between
point.
the Phantom Phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front.
I do wonder if the Golden Apple Archipelago
She
will
said
return
that she'll
again.
contact me
It
through
has
this
to,
device
right?
with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Oh?
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
It's Hat Guy! We should start playing Genshin in time to get Visual's costume. Yeah. Honestly, again, the best part about that event... Hat Guy, it is Hat Guy. The best part about that event was honestly just the fact that the you know, the Immer Nachtreich was actually brought to life. And it was able to exist. And we were able to explore the Immer Nachtreich. That was good stuff.
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
Anyway, I wasn't expecting Hat Guy
I've been
here.
writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nod-Krai.
Hat Guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
True, and she fought her persona, Shadow Self. She did fight Shadow Fischl.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat Guy. Good to see you again, Mr. Guy.
Mr. Guy.
I believe we last saw each other on the boat right here.
Yes, it's Mr. Guy. Everyone's favorite character. So they came to Nod-Krai together. He's like, Hat Guy. Yup. Sigh. He's accepted the name. It is official. First name Hat, last name Guy.
Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
Just as I thought.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
It's official.
I was
it
reviewing
sure
the
is.
archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondik, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
Zandik, I've heard that name before, back in the ruins. When the Ibis King mentioned that student, that was the Doctor?
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Ain't that some
Last
lore
we heard,
connections?
he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Nod-Krai. But we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know,
Oh, I'm all for that.
he might have left already.
Again, some of the Harbingers become playable, and others get killed off. Again, we've killed off one of the Harbingers, and Dottore will definitely be another Harbinger that we'll kill off. I sure hope we will,
But
at
the
least.
fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
And the Harbingers shouldn't be able to remember him.
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
Again, they're technically old acquaintances of his too, although he isn't an old acquaintance to them.
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Because again, I am pretty sure none of the Fatui should remember him ever being a part of them. Hey, Hat Guy. Are you here for revenge?
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with him. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again.
Fair enough. One other thing, when we return, let's talk about Columbina.
What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
After the conversation ends, you split the group into two teams led by Waka. You make your way to Gavaki Experimental Design Bureau. Well, there they are.
Who is this?
Yeah, who could this be?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
They don't they don't know I was their co-worker.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I totally understand. Part of me would want to pull for her as well, for Sandrone, but I more so need to save up for Columbina and I guess for Alice, and I'm not sure if I can save up for both of them and still have pulls to spend on her. So yeah, and yeah, that is cute idols, very cute. They are into the knowers.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
Do they know? They don't know. How
So
could
as
they?
I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore, but this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nod-Krai to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the academia about this way back.
you flatter me.
What reason would you have to disclose information about Dottore?
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn. He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
All the homies hate Dottore.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile,
Yeah.
he can avoid trouble.
Hat guy knows.
But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Hat guy knows very well about what it's like to be colleagues with Dottore.
He's been researching the ancient moon's remnants, and he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nod-Krai is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders.
Okay.
I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
So he has returned.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
So there is a chance he's still around, even though he supposedly came
Wouldn't
back.
put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears. The only similarity we share is that once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Which is why he needs to be killed.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories.
If he can't be stopped while alive, he has to die. And yes, I am still on it.
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance
Here
exploded.
they go, complaining about their colleague.
No. He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out.
Alright. Then, have a good night, sleep tight, don't let the bedbugs bite.
That gas was poisonous.
Hey, thanks for hopping back into chat again.
If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. A waste of time? The nerve! He
Columbina being cute. Again, my need to pull for her has still not subsided.
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs, especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Yeah, don't question how he knows this.
You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Sleep won't be that good.
Just when Paimon thought he finally
Ooh.
mellowed out.
Ooh, sorry to hear about that. Well, I hope it'll be better than normal, at least.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say, I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before. But she said she
Yep.
didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
What did she do while she was with the Fatui?
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that.
See you next time, have fun streaming. Bye. See you around, see you around. And thank you for the pats, I do appreciate those as well.
The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't?
I mean, she's a
What
goddess.
we do now is probably something related to Kavaki, right?
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. It was a dumb and stupid rumor, but the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited. And Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So
Of
busy,
course.
in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
Just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had
But still no
me.
clue about her name.
Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
If you forget who said it, I wonder if it could be a certain Hat Guy. Sounds like something Hat Guy would say. No wonder. I will just refer to him as Hat Guy.
Exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
Thanks for telling us all this.
What is it? Something come to mind?
It's nothing. I'm just even more eager to learn her name now. I want to shout it to her from the rooftops.
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Colambina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Chat further about interesting moments who cannot as past, but soon the time has come for you to part. I hate that.
It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Alright, take care everyone.
Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Oh. Okay, Durin time, I guess. I do like that they added like a little thing for the loading screens. Like to make it character specific.
Here you are.
Oh, Hat Guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dottore been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried
Full-on
everything.
ruins are
Different
appearing
phantoms,
here, huh?
different locations, different points in history. But the results are the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think.
Hmm.
Is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we cannot change their fates.
You can
At
interact
most,
with it, but their fate
we
is
were
set in
able to
stone.
extend their existences.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Tevat that can escape its past.
But Miss
You would
Alice
know, wouldn't
instructed
you,
us to try
Guy?
to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face.
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So
even so, you gotta try
think for
again and
yourself
again and
about
again.
What you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
And I think Nicole is working
Same
on
thought
something
here.
like that.
Following the same rules means repeating the same failures.
In a way.
Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean We need to figure out a way to make contact with them, despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Teyvat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Teyvat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
Alright.
If
Will
I
you
can
try
use
again?
my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll stay away.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it.
To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the Abyss.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Alright.
Have you seen a little girl?
Hey, we get to play as him. Oh, okay, so he uses moves to burst forward. Okay, yeah, does have some unique movement.
Hey! I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
Duran can use the power of the Abyss to affect the world in which the Phantom is located. For example, using it on a stone pillar will create a barrier with the Intimidate and Obstruct attributes, which in turn will affect the choices and actions of the human Phantom.
What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
Oh. Interesting for his... Okay, so that's his... Okay, I'm learning a bit about him.
He really left.
Not like I'll...
We did it!
Not like I'll pull for Duran, but still.
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
Though maybe I might on a future rerun if I feel like it and have plenty of primos to
Monsters
spare.
approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's monsters ahead!
Okay, so he's there. Made possible for him to pass through.
Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it.
There we go. Now you run.
The monsters are gone. Is it safe now?
Should be.
The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Make use of
there was someone else
explosives.
here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
Duran's abyssal power can also affect the phantom explosive barrels, causing explosions that can clear obstacles to deal damage to monsters. However, these explosions can also cause damage to human phantoms, so use it with caution.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
Boom, and
This
away it
barrier
goes.
Seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead.
Alright, what's next?
So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
Alright, just don't let them approach. Thanos met its end and returned to this place of origin. Okay, so I fucked up. I guess they were coming in from another angle that I failed to notice. Okay, so what? It's annoying because there's a cooldown on it apparently. There's a slight cooldown which makes it tougher to get it right. And it's not like these phantoms have shadows either, so it's a little bit harder to determine their exact position. Okay, this time I'll do this one first. Boom. Then this, and now you.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Have you seen my daughter? Spargana is her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors here.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen her. You'll just have to keep looking.
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother. I've got nowhere left to go.
Oh, here come more monsters.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's try this once more. This time, we have to stop him.
The rescue has reached a dead end. All that can be done is to wait for another chance.
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's got me this far after all.
That's right. How about over here?
Are you there?
Should I block him off here then? I guess the quest is telling me to block him off.
Hey, let us out!
The quest is telling me to do this. I'll trust the quest marker.
Huh? That looks like one of my daughter's books. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her backpack here.
And here comes another
Durin,
monster.
just like last time. Use the explosives.
Time to go boom. When did they sneak up on me? And that's a bit many. That's a bit too many.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Alright, let's block the gate.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
What the? The Phantom has met its end and returned to its place of origin. He walked through it!
It won't work. There's not enough left. But then...
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue.
I blocked him and he walked through it!
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for this! But how will I find her without any clues? I no longer have anywhere else to go.
And then he dies anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death. We couldn't change his fate.
But you got further than ever before,
guy,
so...
Let's try one more time. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I don't want to give up either.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? I... Huh? Wait. Who are you?
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could. But I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. Like things I really did experience.
Yep, and you'll experience them over and over and over and over and over.
In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
Well, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you? It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
If anyone deserves pity, it's you.
I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You know? You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Well, because he's from a time before they existed.
To me, I'm afraid. Yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Sal Vindaknir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around, huh?
Nope.
I'm sorry.
I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
Fair.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's
far
true.
from it.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard. May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably.
Yeah.
In that case, may your wishes come true.
There he goes.
In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change. But I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
That is
May
true.
your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you,
That's because his
too.
past was erased from Irminsul.
Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we try to help, for instance. At least he said goodbye with a smile, right? I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very
See,
similar.
again, the thing
and
about
he
Hat Guy's
created
past
me.
is, it was erased.
As for
Nobody
you,
knows, nobody can know.
You're my first friend, and you've
But I guess he could
witnessed
still
every
talk
step
about
I've
it if he
taken.
chooses to.
But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
Yeah, but that's
And
not all
what
there
did
is
you
to
do
you.
before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree.
There
Using
we go.
technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that,
Yep, there's the old one. Haven't seen that design in a while, have we?
Durin. Resisting the influence of the abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy, but no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that, but the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
Hat guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
All right, break time's over.
Oh,
Hello? Durin speaking.
they got a call?
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before. And the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
It is important to... When Alice calls, you pick up. There is no getting out of that.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
And I was just about to ask if Act 5 goes on much longer. I guess that question is now unnecessary. Because now I know that that's where Act 5 ends. I guess I'll get a little bit of startup progress down on Act 6, maybe.
I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Seelie along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get here.
Another conversation I cannot hear.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority, and that your adventurer's instinct has not swayed your resolve. Really, I must applaud you for it. You should know.
I guess I am kind of forced into this. Act 5 ends. Congratulations, you're forced into the start of the next quest.
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, cool! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's open it up and see!
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans. A special process is required to open the gate.
Uh-huh.
Oh, like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's Marrow?
Seems like the ancients were very fond of making tricky gate puzzles.
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
Ah, alright then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques. Are you sure you don't want to hear it?
Nicole
it's
is...
quite informative.
Okay, so we know now that Nicole is the info-dumping member of the Hexen Circle.
About priorities?
She loves her lore dumps.
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process of Kuvaki resonance. Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified, with the most recognizable qualification being Kuvaki.
Pretty sure Rauma would ace that test. Oh, wait. But we need 3 people.
I guess I could participate as well, because again, Moon Marrow and all that.
I also have no doubt that the Moon Chanter would be qualified. But we would need 2 other people with the same constitution. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules, but to figure out how the test functions and find a workaround. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude. We'll simply need humans to stand before it who have sufficient Kuvaki energy within them.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
The easiest way would be transfusion. Take some Kuvaki from Nod-Krai's soil, put it into the bloodstream, and get it circulating in the body.
So we're going to cheat on the test?
Precisely.
Perfect. Cheating is great.
Methods,
we love cheating around
this is
here.
The simplest one. Cheating the system is much easier than trying to hide from it.
Huh?
Sorry? Does the idea of cheating upset you, Miss Lauma?
No, that's not it. I suddenly had an idea.
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities.
Huh?
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test. I'll follow up with Nefer on the festival arrangements.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Well, that's good.
Is this really the best method we have?
Progress has been
transfusion sounds
obtained.
dangerous. No matter how you slice it.
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods. I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like. There are several.
No need, we're good. Let's go with this one.
Very well.
Easy to
Kuvaki
convince.
transfusion it is. Now, I should mention that the risks can be greater or lower depending on individual compatibility. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. If the body rejects it, the reaction can be quite severe.
In that case, I'll do it.
Similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity. So, before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test of my own to see who is compatible and who is not. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible. The participants must remain stationary while the Kuvaki circulates and bonds with them, and they mustn't eat or drink anything.
What? No eating or drinking?
Okay, so Paimon's out.
That's some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
How long will they have to keep that up?
3 days.
Okay, 3-day fasting is already a challenge, but also no drinking? Okay, we're gonna be killing people.
So long! And we still need to find 2 more people who are not just compatible, but also willing to volunteer.
I guess there's again main character status.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
I'm willing to volunteer, obviously.
Don't you want to think this through?
Haha, count me in too. 3 days without food? I can handle that.
But also 3 days without water.
Mr. Cole has made
They
it
said
clear
no
that this
eating
is
or
the
drinking,
easiest
right?
way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step up.
So yeah, you definitely gotta eat your fill and hydrate like there's no tomorrow before this happens. Compared to having Columbina disappear completely, fasting for a few days is nothing.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Paimon volunteers to be captain of logistics.
Sure.
Get the fire's lit and grab some spare clothes to keep you comfortable.
Good work, Paimon.
Then we'll start with you first, Traveler. Please step forward. How's it going? Do you feel anything?
No.
How about now?
No.
And now?
Still nothing.
What about now?
She's trying hard. Nothing at all.
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required.
That much?
Yes. Safe to say, compatibility won't be an issue for you. You're eligible to join. You're next, Mr. Varka.
Sure, here goes nothing.
All right. I'll start where we left off. 5 times the required Kuvaki dose.
Okay, so Varka's gonna be knocked out.
Whoa, 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 hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's dead. Also, that's a new expression.
How's it going?
Ooh, no, not great. I kind of want to puke. Feels like I've been drinking too much. A few bottles of wine, then a big stein of Dark Horse. With some hard liquor from Liyue mixed in.
So why'd you start from 5 times?
I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends then.
Like who? Who we going for? I mean, for her, it's... Like, we don't need to infuse anything for her, right?
No surprises here, Miss Moonchanter. You're perfectly compatible. You may join.
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close.
Well, that's a nope.
Whoa, I'm itching all over.
Allergic reaction. We can't have that.
Huh? Well, are you gonna start a what?
The Hexenzirkel is an organization that cares for and protects children. We will not have
But she
them
wants
do
to
dangerous
volunteer.
things. Not even tests.
Shame.
Hmm?
Does it work with robots? Or does that inherently not
Is
work?
something the matter?
Inherently incompatible?
The candidates have to be human.
Yep.
I guess that rules me out too.
Huh. Everyone except the Moonshander got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scions.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. Itlua springs to mind. In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status. Wouldn't that be way easier?
No.
Wow. No elaboration for once.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that Lohan's already left. And that guy's even tougher than I am.
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
Yes,
and when we
she
fought the
has.
Rapier of Solnari, it seemed like she exhausted her power for our sake.
Also, Paimon's not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
It's basic reciprocity. She
Neon!
helped us, so she deserves our help in return.
Raid in the moonlight, huh? How's it going, Neon? Thank you for the raid. I know you were chilling in my stream in chat earlier as well, and lurking for a lot of it before even that. I hope the rest of your stream went well. I'm pretty sure you were also playing Genshin, right? If I'm not mistaken. Again, I saw you go live, so yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Even though she looked
Though,
like she didn't care,
I won't be going much longer anyway, so I can't
saved
make
a
the
ton
most of that
people,
raid.
including me.
You finished the story,
A
nice.
review of the relevant data
I just got
leads me
started
to
on
conclude
Act
that Miss
6.
Columbina is a good person.
Yep, you bet.
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her. It's light and graceful and... yeah, just a really pretty name.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born. But... is that really all there is to it? What do I truly think of my own name? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?
Can we censor again? No. She told me to pick whichever name took my fancy. Why did I pick Columbina? Maybe because I felt that she never wanted to become Kutar and be worshipped as a god.
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day. We're running out of time. We need to look for other candidates.
Oh, look who showed up.
Then allow me to try.
Huh? What are you doing here?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out for something like that, so she informed me. Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow, I should prove to be a suitable candidate.
She's not even calling out the fact that we didn't contact her when reaching out to our friends.
Arlecchino.
When can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away. How was it? Did you feel any discomfort?
Not at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates after all.
Great! Cool. All right, Like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure the three of them stay warm and comfy.
She's definitely getting very involved
Then
in this.
my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives food and accommodation.
Let's do this. No time to waste.
I'm ready as well.
And by no time to waste, we of course mean next time? Or are they forcing us to proceed? I guess we're doing this now. What about the 3-day fasting and all that? Is that actively as we're doing this? Like we have to do this here for 3 days? Just stand there? I guess so. Yeah, not only fasting for 3 days, but also just holding this active. Oh. Yeah, I imagine they would be. Absolutely.
The work is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Wow! It really opened! So that's what all this is about. They've been trying to open this gate.
Come, let us enter.
Wait.
It might be best to eat something first. Take care to chew properly and swallow slowly. It will give your body time to readjust to the digestion process.
They will head in soon. They will need to enter this gate.
What are you doing?
Huh? I cannot pass through.
Huh.
Is it because I have no physical body? It has been 3 days. My strength has all but completely faded. Can I really hold on until Moon Prayer Night?
It'll be a bit longer. There we go. Act 6. Melting moonlight in the morning mist. Where does her name rest? And that is something we'll find out next time. How do you enter this cave? Ah, right, from the top there. Duh. I will also play it safe and teleport away once I'm done here, but yeah. So that's the dealio, right? We will continue, as I said already, on Thursday. On Thursday I will be doing another Genshin stream. That is happening, that is confirmed. Nicole came to make an announcement. No. But yeah, Thursday we continue this. We should be able to finish part 2 of this story. So we should be able to completely wrap up the currently available Archon quests. And after we're done with the Archon quests, I will have to schedule another 2 more Genshin streams for the story quest, because the story quest can't be done in one stream. It'll take at least 2, because it needs 5 calendar days. Which means I assume at some point in the story quest, there is a point where it says you have to wait 5 days. Please tell me it doesn't require you to wait on 2 separate occasions, because if so, that's absolute bullshit. If there are 2 multiple points in the story where I have to wait actual calendar days, then the game is actively losing me even faster than ever before. Now, who do we raid? We could raid Tormuse, but I don't want to spoil myself. I think Tormuse is currently playing the most recent episode of Club Meetings, which I am behind on because I have to waste my time streaming Genshin Impact when I really could be playing DDLC. But yeah, don't worry, we will be catching back up on Club Meetings once we are done with the Genshin story content. As annoying as it is. But yeah, so we can't raid Tormuse on accounts of spoiling myself. So I guess, Zora? Zora again? Seems reasonable enough to me. Let me just set it up and then we will head on out. I don't really know about what quest takes calendar days. The new story quest, it says so on the, like, if you go into the event tab, right, where it says you can get rewards for completing certain quests within a limited time frame, and for the Durin story quest, it says this this quest takes 5 calendar days, please plan accordingly. So that is definitely annoying to know, because that's, I think, the first time Genshin has ever done something like this, and it's bullshit. And I hate it. They're just adding more reasons onto the pile as to why, what I can hate about this game. Anyway, let's head on over to Zora. Everyone be nice. Say hello. Stick around if you think you're interested. And yeah. Obviously stick around for the raid as well if you just want the channel points, because that is also a big little bonus later today. But yeah, goodbye everyone, and see you around. And if you're watching this after this upload to YouTube as of audio, support has also been greatly appreciated. And if you want to catch me live, then check the video description down below. You can find a link to my Twitch where I stream every single Friday and Saturday, and sometimes other days of the week too, on a bit more of an irregular basis, with Genshin streams usually happening pretty soon after a new update drops with voice-acted content. Now, obviously, as I've said multiple times before, if you're watching this in the distant future, like over a year after it's been streamed, then most likely I am not streaming Genshin anymore. Because, again, I just want the current story arc to finish so I can drop the game. But I will play the current story arc to its conclusion. That is, at the very least, something I want to do. So yeah, if you want to stick around for that, feel free to check me out on Twitch Live in the future. But there is, of course, no pressure. In any event, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Have a good one and goodbye.